Hi friends, welcome to Interactive Medicine. In this section, we are going to discuss the uh, pediatrics. Okay, so important one of the important disease which goes to neonates is neonatal sepsis, and the definition. Neonatal septicemia is defined as generalized systemic features of infection associated with pure growth of bacteria from one or more sites in a newborn. So neonatal septicemia is defined as the generalized systemic features of infection, and it is associated with pure growth of bacteria from one or more sites in a newborn. It is one of the most important causes of mortality and morbidity in newborns, especially in preterm low babies. According to according to NNPD, incidence of neonatal sepsis is about 30 per thousand live births. Incidence of mortalities due to NNS is about, that is neonatal septicemia is about 4.1 percentage. If diagnosed early and treated aggressively with antibiotics and good supportive care, most cases of neonatal sepsis can be saved. When pathogenic bacteria gain access into the bloodstream, they may cause overwhelming infection without much localization, that is septicemia, may get predominantly localized to the lung, that is pneumonia, to cause pneumonia, to meninges, it cause meningitis. Classification. Neonatal sepsis can be classified into two subtypes depending upon time of onset of symptoms. If it is before 72 hours of life, it is called early onset sepsis, and after 72 hours of life, that it is called late onset sepsis. Early onset sepsis, mainly due to bacteria acquired before and during delivery, that is, by organisms prevalent in genital tract or in the labor room or operation theater, mostly caused by gram-negative organisms, E. coli, Klebsiella, Enterobacter, Group B streptococci. Majority manifest as RT due to intrauterine pneumonia. The associated factors for early onset sepsis include prolonged rupture of membranes, foul smelling liquor, prolonged rupture of membranes greater than 12 hours, foul smelling liquor MSL, multiple per vaginal examination, maternal fever during or within 2 weeks of delivery, very low birth weight or preterm baby, difficult or prolonged labor, birth asphyxia and difficult resuscitation, pathological evidence of pneumocystis or presence of polymorphs in gastric aspirate, prolonged rupture of membranes. The risk of sepsis is 1% compared to a baseline incidence of 0.3%. Chorioamnionitis increases risk by 2 to 3 times. Prematurity and low birth weight. It increases 10 times higher risk of than term and normal birth weight infants. Perinatal asphyxia. Asphyxia is associated with depressed immune function and interventional procedures increases the risk of infection by 4%. Male gender. Boys have 2 to 6 times higher risk than girls. Late onset sepsis caused by the organisms of the external environment of home or hospital, often transmitted through the hands of care providers. 2 by 3rd by gram-negative organisms like E. coli, Klebsiella, Enterobacter, Serratia, Pseudomonas, Proteus, Citrobacter. 1 by 3rd by gram-positive bacteria, which include coagulase positive Staphylococcus aureus, then cones. Presentation is that of septicemia, pneumonia, or meningitis. Sequelae in survivors of meningitis are usually severe. The associated factors of late onset sepsis include low birth weight, preterm babies, PDA, NEC, BPD, delayed enteral feeding. Superficial infections include pyoderma, umbilical sepsis, mechanical ventilation, presence of central venous catheters, percutaneous catheters. Definitions of NNS according to NNF. Proven sepsis means clinical picture of sepsis and isolation of pathogens from the blood, CSF, urine, or other body fluids. Probable sepsis, which means clinical picture suggestive of sepsis with a lab investigation, sepsis but blood culture sterile. Sepsis syndrome. Septicemia associated with altered organ perfusion, hypoxia, lactic acidosis, oliguria, and altered mental status. If untreated, it leads to early septic shock, can be reversible with appropriate treatment. If untreated, this stage progresses to refractory shock and multi-organ dysfunction. Clinical features. The early diagnosis of NNS is difficult since most of the symptoms and signs are non-specific. The possibility of sepsis must be considered with any clinical deterioration unless the event is readily explained by other causes. For every 15 non-infected newborns treated for every 50 non-infected newborns treated in NICU, only one newborn has documented infection. So 1 in 15. So you have the signs which include lethargy, refusal to suckle, poor cry, not arousal or not arousable, comatose, abdominal distension, diarrhea, vomiting, hypothermia, poor perfusion, scleroderma, poor weight gain, shock, bleeding, renal failure, and the star means it is suggestive of pneumonia, which include cyanosis, tachypnea, chest retractions, grunt, apnea or gasping, fever, and particularly suggestive of meningitis, which include the fever, seizures, then blunt look, high pitched cry, blank look, high pitched cry, excessive crying or irritability, neck retraction, bulging fontanelle. The most common manifestation is respiratory distress in EOS, alteration in the established feeding behavior in LOS. Hypothermia is a more common manifestation of sepsis than fever. Pyelonephritis is common in males and preterms enlarged palpable kidneys. You can see enlarged palpable kidneys. Scleroma, hide like character of skin. Scleroma means hide like character of skin. Skin stretched over underlying structures becomes unpinchable, starts over the face, legs, and advances centripetally. If skin over chest involved, breathing becomes shallow and rapid. NEC presents as distended abdomen, passage of blood or mucus per rectum, bilious vomiting, diminished or absent bowel sounds, peritonitis, then stool is positive for occult blood. Okay. Any bone may be involved in osteomyelitis. Septic arthritis is more common in hip, knee, wrist joints. It may be swollen, red, tender, movement is limited. Okay, these are the signs of septic arthritis. Okay, if child goes to shock, cool peripheries, then prolonged CFT, peripheral pulses absent, pale ashen gray look. If prolonged acidosis or hypothermia, you can see DIC with bleeding manifestations. Clinical suspicion of etiological agent, Staphylococcus. Usually after 72 HOL, present as pyoderma, conjunctivitis, umbilical sepsis, abscess, osteomyelitis, scaled skin syndrome, listeria, peripartal maternal fever, gram GE plus MSL, baby limb at birth, AF depressed, RDS, apnea, skin rash, hepatosplenomegaly, Pseudomonas klebsiella greaves, grayish black gangrenous patches on the skin. So you can see the skin changes. You can see the sepsis, pyoderma. You can see the swollen joints. You can see the pyoderma here. You can see the here the pus, the abscesses. So diagnostic tests, definitive, specific, and non-specific diagnostic. We have two types. In definitive, specific tests include blood culture, CSF culture, urine culture, tracheal aspirate culture, PCR, latex particle agglutination test. Non-specific diagnostic which include WBC count, CRP count, then micro ESR, then other acute phase reactants. Definitive specific test, blood culture. Venipuncture site thoroughly sterilized. Then alcohol, povidone or iodine alcohol we should apply it. So make it dry for 30 seconds. So take 1 milli of blood in a 10 to 20 milli broth. Blood sample is 5 to 10 percentage of broth volume. The blood culture should be incubated for at least 72 hours before being considered negative. The late growing organisms are anaerobes and cones. Backed or alert method is superior. Fast result, greater yield. And though blood culture is gold standard, it is positive only in 60% of cases. CSF examinations. So always do lumbar puncture in a suspected case of infection. LOS. Components and normal findings. Okay, the normal components of CSF include total cells, morphonuclear cells. We should check for is the cells are present or not. Then protein, glucose, CSF blood glucose ratio. Greater than 30 WBC per millimeter cube with more than 60 percentage polymorphonuclear, glucose less than 50 percentage of blood glucose, protein greater than 150 milligram per deciliter in term and greater than 180 milligram per deciliter in preterm such as meningitis. Okay, urine examination, which suprapubic specimen of urine is ideal, greater than 10 WBC per millimeter cube, colony count of greater 10 power of 4 organism per milli of urine suggests pyelonephritis. Non-specific diagnostic septic screening test indicate infection without identifying the organisms. Okay, leukocytes. So total leukocyte count of 8,000 to 20,000 is normal in neonates. It is a non-specific. Leukopenia less than 5% or absolute neutropenia less than 1000 suggests sepsis. Band cell count of greater than 20% and band count, total neutrophil count greater than zero point 0.2, abnormal neutrophils, Doll's bodies, toxic granulations, vacuolizations. You can see the mature neutrophil here and you can see the band cell. Band cell only contain around 1, 2, 3, around 4 nuclei. You can see multiple globes of nuclei here. In band cell you can see 1, 2 or maybe 3, but you can see the in mature cells the segments are more than 4. Micro ESR, inexpensive and easy bedside screening test for neonatal sepsis. Normal values increases with postnatal age, day of life plus 3 millimeter up to maximum of 15 millimeter. Greater than 15 millimeter suggests infection. It is less sensitive. C-reactive protein, which is an acute phase reactant produced from the liver and it indicates if there is any inflammation. Okay, most reliable indicator of neonatal infection, a level of greater 1 milligram deciliter is considered abnormal in a neonate. A single value of negative CRP greater CRP not of much significance. In suspected cases, repeat CRP after 12 hours. Serial decline in CRP levels with therapy indicates infection responding well to antibiotics. Elevation of CRP precedes a relapse of infection. Other acute phase reactants, which include prealbumin, fibronectin, and transferrin, are negative reactants. Procalcitonin is produced in plasma of infected patients, physiologically elevated during first 3 days of life. Normal value 0.5. Indicator of late onset sepsis more reliable than CRP. Those increasing with inflammation. So CRP, procalcitonin, cytokines IL-6 and IL-1, alpha-1 acid glycoprotein, that is orosomucoid, haptoglobin, alpha-2 glycoprotein, alpha-1 antitrypsin. Those decreasing with inflammation. Elastase alpha-1 proteinase inhibitor, fibrinogen, prealbumin, transferrin. Miscellaneous test. Endotoxin release assay, NBT reduction by neutrophils, gastric aspirate more than 5 neutrophils, or HPF indicate exposure to chorioamnionitis. Then we can do pus smear also. Sepsis screen. Done to rule out sepsis rather than ruling sepsis. Consists of CRP, total leukocytes count, absolute neutrophil count, ANC, immature to total neutrophil ratio, ITR, microerythrocyte sedimentation rate, that is micro ESR. Parameter. Total leukocytes, abnormal value less than 5000 per millimeter cube. Absolute neutrophil count. The abnormal value low count as per Manorite chart for term infants and Mousenhoe chart for VLBW babies, which means that very low birth weight babies. Immature band cells to total neutrophil ratio greater than, abnormal value is greater than 0.2. Micro ESR abnormal value greater than 15 millimeter in first hour. CRP greater than 1 milligram per deciliter is abnormal value. Two or more parameters of sepsis screens are positive, then sepsis screening is positive. If all the parameters of the sepsis screen are negative in a neonate, low probability of sepsis, antibiotics need not be started and the neonate must be monitored clinically. The screen must be repeated after 12 hours. Two consecutive completely negative screens are suggestive of no sepsis. Evaluation of extent of disease. LP for meningitis, urine examination, CXR, X-ray, erect abdomen, stool for occult blood, bone scan. Look for biochemical abnormalities. Blood glucose, blood urea, serum creatine, TSB, serum electrolyte, ABG. Management. Early recognition is the first and most important. Then appropriate antibiotic treatment. Then optimal supportive measures. Specific antimicrobial therapy. High index of suspicion plus positive sepsis screen, you should start with antibiotics. Depending upon the prevalent bacterial flora and sensitivity pattern specific to each NICU. Constant reviewing and modifying the choice of antibiotics to be done as flora and susceptibility patterns keeps changing. Periodic changes prevent emergence of antibiotic resistance. Combination antibiotics covering most of the pathogens to be started initially. Aminoglycosides plus ampicillin, cephalosporins, vancomycins, impenum reserved for life-threatening infections and meningitis. In centers with a high incidence of resistance to cephalosporins, start piperacin, tazobactam, methicillin, vancomycin. Specific antimicrobial. sorry. Newer antibiotics. Aztreonam, meropenem, infections due to ESBL. That is spectrum bactolactin bacteria. ESBL organisms should be treated with meropenem. Then, if meningitis, cefotaxime or ceftazidime plus amikacin we can give. If etiological agent identified or highly suspected based on clinical picture, start highly specific antibiotic, GBS, ampicillin or penicillin we can give. E. coli, Klebsiella, cefotaxime or ampicillin with gentamicin we can give. Listeria, ampicillin plus gentamicin we can give. Enterobacter serratia, piptas or vancomycin with gentamicin we can give. Enterococcus, ampicillin or vancomycin plus gentamicin we can give. Pseudomonas ceftazidime or cefepime we can give. MRSA, MRSA, vancomycin, cons, vancomycin. Duration of antimicrobial therapy. Culture and sepsis screen negative.
മുതലാളിക്കൊരു SMS കിട്ടിയിട്ടുണ്ട്.
Duration of antimicrobial therapy. Culture and sepsis screen negative but clinical picture suggestive of sepsis 5 to 7 days. Sepsis screen positive but blood or CSF culture negative 7 to 10 days. Blood culture positive but no meningitis 10 to 14 days. Meningitis irrespective of culture report 21 days. Arthritis, osteomyelitis, endocarditis 4 to 6 weeks we should give the antimicrobial therapy. Ventriculitis present, then you should give the antimicrobial therapy for 6 weeks. Supportive measures nursed in ambient temperature. IVF started and enteral feeding stopped for few days. Correct hypoglycemia by 10% of D bolus. Inject vitamin K given in IV twice a week till enteral feeds re-established. Soda bicarb to correct metabolic acidosis. Treat shock with volume expanders. Dopamine, FFP to correct poor perfusion. Corticosteroids given in very sick neonates with endotoxic shock, scleroderma, adrenal insufficiency. Phototherapy and exchange transfusion for hyperbilirubinemia. Oxygen and ventilatory support if respiratory failure. Gentle physical stimulation if apneic. Drainage of abscesses. Bleeding tendencies managed by vitamin K, FFP, fresh blood, platelet transfusions. Treat seizures. Newer therapies include intravenous immunoglobulins IVIG under study. Not much data to support use of IVIG. IVIG 500 to 1000 milligram per kilogram per dose. Specific immunoglobulins anti-GBS IG. B. Colony stimulating factors. No evidence to support the use of CSF either as treatment modality or as a prophylaxis therapy. G. CSF 10 microgram per kilogram per day for 3 days for a dose for 3 days. GM CSF 10 microgram kg per dose for 5 days. C. Blood exchange transfusion BET. BET may be performed in a case of deteriorating sepsis with scleroderma provided the General condition of the baby allows the procedure. Oral administration of IgA and IgG in NEC. Granulocyte infusions. Preventions: hand washing, isolation, bedside asepsis, disposal of waste products in separate bins. Glucose, protein, and lipid solutions should not be reused. Intravenous inline bacterial and viral filters. Avoid overcrowding. Adequate staff. Periodic surveillance. Regular cleaning of the unit. Exclusive use of breast milk. Treat LOS as medical emergency. Thank you guys. If you have any doubt, please ask on the comment. So if you like this video, click on the subscribe button, and if you like this video, click on the like button, and please share to your friends, and it may be helpful for them. Okay friends, thank you, have a nice day, bye.